Hello, 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 my friends. Great to see you this evening. This is the Wildcat Piper coming from the Wildcat Lounge. Tonight I'm smoking one of my cruise cigars that I purchased. It is I'm going to butcher this Spanish name, I know I will, but it is called a Quantamera, and it is Cuban. It is what is that? Maybe 6 inches. 6 inches, I guess. What, a 38 ring or less? But it is a fantastic smoking cigar. This is the second one I've smoked of these. I smoked one on the cruise boat. I'm going to talk a little bit about that here in a second. And then this is my second one. I haven't been around. I looked on my feed today, and it's been like a month since I've done a video. Partially because of been on a 2-week cruise. We got back last Thursday, so I've been gone for quite some time. We went to the Caribbean. Had on the 14 days we had 10 ports that we stopped at, so we were just busy. Me and my wife, my brother and his wife all went, and it was a fantastic time. I've got a little bit of a cold, and so I've been dealing with that. Got that on the cruise. I actually had a couple things happen to me on the cruise I'm going to share with you. But the good news report is no donkeys. We didn't do anything too crazy this year. But one of the things that we did do was went to some mud baths. And it was a geyser, kind of a lot of the islands in the Caribbean were created by volcanoes, but not all the islands have active volcanoes. However, one does, and I think it's Barbados. If I could be wrong, I'll look that up to see if that was the island that we were on that had the active. Might have been St. Lucia. Could have been. I'll be honest with you, I just lose track of that stuff. But anyway, they had the sulfur was coming up through the ground. You could see that in boiling mud and all that kind of stuff. You could watch that. Then they also had mud baths that you could go in, and it was very, very nice and relaxing. Me and my brother did that, and he went on to do the mud bath and all the. I thought the mud bath would you get into a mud pit, but it's basically you just stood over some mud buckets and put the mud on you. And I didn't want to do all that, but my brother did, and he looked quite spiffy with that mud on him. That was pretty fun, and we did a lot of snorkeling. I hurt my back going to a snorkeling destination. And that messed me up for most of the cruise, which was no fun. But it didn't prevent me from doing anything. I went on all the islands, walked a little slower, moved a little slower, but still accomplished everything. I mean, once you get in the water, your back feels great because you got that weightlessness. And that's where I spent most of my time anyway was in the water. And so all in all, it was just a great cruise. 3 days left in the cruise, I got really sick. So my poor brother goes, Man, you've had a horrible cruise. No, it really wasn't bad. I mean, I did miss some nights with the family, as they went out to eat and did stuff, and I was just laying, groaning and moaning in the room. But I didn't miss any islands. I went to all the islands and swam a bunch, and I just kind of moved slow, and it's what you do when you're 55, 54, right? You don't move as fast, and but we still had a blast. And got these cigars on one of the islands, and they're Cubans, and I love them. I mean, it is. Somebody had told me, and some of you guys could probably comment on that, is that the thinner cigars are usually pretty mild versus the thick cigars. But I've had some pretty mild, thick cigars. But this is a thin cigar. It might be just a little too wet, but it smokes great. And I just wish I got more. But let's see what else. I got the opportunity to preach on the boat. That was kind of neat. It was standing room only. Of course, the room only held 50 people. So I think there's like 70, 80 people there. But that was a lot of fun. Enjoyed doing that. And putting it together when you're not feeling good, your back hurts and starting to get sick, that's no fun, but I enjoyed it. Mm. Fantastic cigar. I just wanted to do a cigar tonight. My brother and I did do quite a bit of pipes and cigars. I got to try Shortcut to Mushrooms. Excellent, excellent blend. Really liked it. However, I don't think I liked it as much as my brother did. He, Wildcat or Bearcat Piper, really enjoyed the Shortcut to Mushrooms. And we had some Old Toby. That was pretty good. I like Shortcut to Mushrooms better. And then I did my favorite, Lane 1Q one night, Northwoods one night, a bunch of cigars. Can't remember what else, but we also had an opportunity to smoke with the second officer of the boat of the ship was a pipe smoker. So he had autumn evening and quiet nights, or what's the other, autumn evening and something else that he really liked. And so I gave him a jar of Margate, and my brother gave him a tin of Penzance, which was the tin that I gave him to pay for some of the Margate that I got from him. He gave him a tin of Penzance, and then I had a small ounce jar of Margate. I gave that to him. The next day, he said he really enjoyed the Penzance and gave me back the Margate. So he must not have liked it. He said he liked it, but maybe not enough to keep it. Or maybe he just thought, I got to thinking later, I wonder if he just thought because it was in a jar that I wanted it back, but I was giving it to him as a gift. But he gave it back to me. So he really liked the Penzance. And so we had a great time sitting down with him. He had a couple Haitian guys make some pipes for him, and he showed us those pipes, and they were great. He had a blowfish and a brandy and a volcano were the three that I can remember. He had some others sitting in there, but he had had these Haitian guys make them for him, and they did a great job. I mean, they looked great. And the guy that made those pipes no longer is living, so it's more special to him now. But he told us, close calls he had on the ship and different stories that way. And that was neat. Got to meet some people from Idaho. and met some people from Canada and England. So that was kind of neat. But overall, it was just a great, great, great 2 weeks, and we had a blast. It's good to be home, though. It's very good to be home. 2 weeks is a long time, especially when you're dealing with a tweaked back and a little bit of a sickness. So it's good to be back home. But we're all set for next year, March 10th. Be great if some of you out there would be interested in doing that with us. We do have to smoke our pipes up on deck. We can't smoke them on our private decks anymore. We have to smoke them on the Lido, the public deck. But that's kind of fun. You get to meet people, so that worked out okay. But I don't know if anybody would be interested in going on a cruise, a 14-day cruise with us, but that would be great. It's next year, March 10th, if anyone's interested. But anyway, you guys have a great evening. You blow some smoke rings in the air, but above all, my friends, be blessed. Be blessed. Talk to you soon. This Cuban is fantastic.